What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV. Hello, but welcome back to the channel again. It's pre-season, it's over, but the Premier League has just kicked itself. Yeah, it has happened. Chelsea have started the campaign. Chelsea fans, a top start to the season. A 0-2 lose to Man City. Really is hard to take, but let's discuss the match and find out the positive and the negative of the outcome of this video. This live stream. We have to delve into it. It wasn't the result that Chelsea fans were looking for, but it has happened. Let's take the positive. Like I said, let's take the positive out of it. And which players really stand out of this game? The players that don't look right in this competition, and the whole game itself looked a little bit boring to me. You could tell that the preseason still players have to shake up that rustiness out of their game. it was a little bit boring. But Chelsea, we still saw something good that Enzo Maresca can bring to the football club. Up front, still wasn't clicking. Defense, a little bit error. Um, First 10 minutes, in my opinion, Fofana was very, very shaky. That penalty that came in, it was the outcome of Wesley Fofana. But I won't blame everything on him. It's a team, it's a collective work, teamwork, and we'll have to put everything together and see the way forward. But I'm happy to see fans already in, Fulham fans who are here. Liverpool fans are here. Everyone in there watching live. Let me know your thoughts and opinion on this Chelsea's first game of the 2024-2025 Premier League season. Let's go to Mr. Ryan, and we're going to come back to Phantom of Minute Topics, enjoying his potato chips over there. I'll start from Phantom anyway, from up there, and I'll come down. I'll work my way down according to how the stream is shaped itself. Big up to Swadish also joining. It is the fan forum, fan reaction. Everyone need to join the show. We want to hear your views. Do not forget to drop a like on the video and keep your comments coming. Whatever that did not go right in this game, whatever Enzo Maresca has to do right to get the team, kicking and balling, let us know in the comment section below. I'll start from Mr. Phantom. Welcome back again. And what's your reaction on
Thank
today?
you. Well, I expected that Man City was going to win 4-1, but I thought that Chelsea would at least score one since Maresca is all about offense. And I have a question for you guys because I didn't get to see the game. After Kovacic scored, did he celebrate or did he do the subdued hands down and not celebrate?
Perfect. Your second option was the right. He'd never celebrated. As soon as he
Okay.
ran, he did this. Like, guys, let's take it easy. I respect this football club. Give him a chance.
Okay, because Kai Havertz celebrated like whoopee when he scored the first time against Chelsea. But yeah, I know Fulham lost to was it Liverpool? I don't even remember over the weekend, but I'm still gonna go with Fulham just because I have the shirt. I mean, I could go with Dortmund, but it's I wanted to pick an EPL team to go on loan with, so just go back to my traditional Fulham, and I'll be there until the January transfer window, which means that when I appear on your show, I might not be wearing the Fulham shirt, but I will definitely not be wearing a Chelsea shirt while I appear on your show. So, and is Ryan there?
Ryan is right here. Yeah, I'll be going to Ryan after one. As soon as
I was going to ask Ryan. Ryan, was it Liverpool that beat Fulham, or was it some other team over the weekend? I didn't even pay attention.
Liverpool beat, and I think Liverpool
Fulham?
they beat Ipswich. Liverpool
beat Ipswich. Then who
was it
did
Ipswich? I think Manchester beat Ipswich or something. Liverpool, Fulham. I'll get. Once I get to him, he'll give us the feedback. Mr. Ryan, welcome back to the show. You watched the game, Ryan. The Premier League has started. The 2024-2025 season has started. You watched the game. We watched it together. What did you take from that game, Ryan?
Yeah, even though the statistics were fairly even, if you look at the possession stats, shots on target, touches in the box, it was very much two teams in different moments. I felt, Man City are very established, 4 in a row, going for their 5th Premier League in a row. They have an established, stable squad. Chelsea had looked very disjointed, especially in the second half. Just a lot of new faces, unfamiliarity, the cohesion isn't quite there. I know I was telling you when we were watching the game together that I'm still not convinced on that midfield, Caicedo, Enzo. I'm not sure it's dynamic enough. I don't think they move the ball quickly enough from defense to attack.
Are you there, Ryan?
I'm there. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. I wasn't sure if you were done with what you were saying or it just cut you off. I wasn't so sure.
No worries. I'm here.
You were talking about Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez in the midfield.
Yeah, Caicedo, Enzo in the midfield. I think there's a lot of question marks about that combination, whether those two can play together. I thought Lavia was Chelsea's best player. I thought he was excellent, considering he's not had much game time in a Chelsea shirt. He was definitely your best performance out there today. But yeah, Man City were just overwhelming you in the midfield. Their two wide men, Savio in the first half, and then Doku in the second half, were causing your fullbacks a lot of problems. A lot of work for Maresca to do. A lot of work to do.
Ryan believe that there's a lot of work for Enzo Maresca to do at Chelsea Football Club. I know, just like Ryan said, I've said it to you that it will take time, almost about 5 to 6 games before we can get the best out of. We can get a call of the team, and also for them to gel together as a unit to be able to start cooking very well. But I have Swedish, so thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Let's go to Swedish. Let's know what he watched the game, what his thoughts are on this game. But big up to you, Makim. Guys, so keep your comments coming. I'll get into the comment section here in a bit. And do not forget, we got 15 of you watching live on YouTube, and on the others watching live on X at the same time. So wherever you're watching us from, let us see if we can make 30 to 40 likes by the end of the stream. So drop your like on it as we go to Swedish. Swedish, thank you very much for joining us here. What's your thoughts on today's game, and where are the positive and negative that we could take from this game?
I will talk about positive things first. Okay, I
Can
saw
you
a
hear me?
spark in our. I will talk about positive things about Chelsea today game.
You saw positives. Okay, outline those positives with us, brother.
I see the spark in team. We created chance, but we cannot convert them well. But I see the spark on them. I think I will agree with Ryan that we need creative midfielder in the middle midfield. We can create pass. So I think I agree with Ryan.
I saw Enzo Fernandez himself distributing some good passes, but we couldn't, really convert them as you said. Positive wise, the boys, I saw a lot of positivity. Second half, especially the swinging passes were slowing the game down. The passes were a bit accurate, but we lost so many times. We gave the ball away, especially in the first half. A lot of time from Cucurella, a lot of time also from Sanchez committing so many blunders. So the defense is where the problem is, because most of these players that I'm mentioning right now are in the defense. Cucurella, Wesley Fofana. Doku also did his own thing for Manchester City, but also Sanchez, was he the right goalkeeper to be in this game? Does it deserve to start for Chelsea? In my opinion, I don't think so. Chelsea, Stephen G in there. Stephen said, if anyone expects Chelsea to play like City after 1 month you deleted, it's gonna take time. It's a few games. Caicedo, Palmer, and Jackson had 1 to 2 games pre-season, according to Stephen G, which that is also spot on. Absolutely, I
Yeah,
agree with you.
and Nee, let's not forget, there were players there towards the end of the second half. They were going down with cramp. This is the first game of the season. It's effectively still the hangover from the preseason. Chelsea will play better than what we saw today. There's no need to panic.
Thank you very
The
much.
point is
Uh,
the
go ahead.
point is that the
Go
point
ahead.
is that we can we give time to the our team that we can believe in our team. That is the problem. Fan will be angry after one game that we lose against City by 2 goals. But we did not give that time to player to bond. Still, the player are new. They are not bond with each other. We have to give time. We do not have to be angry. So I believe in that. We have to give time to our team to bond with each other.
Okay. You believe that they have to give time to the players to gel and then start playing together. We don't have to be angry. We don't have to be so reactional. We have to give the manager and the players time to start performing. Lord Vipper Nation said we was always gonna lose this game. I felt the first half was better than the second half, according to Lord. Lord, that's how Lord sees it. And thank you very much, Lord. Stephen said, "Boo, boo, phantom." All right, Paul Nyakun, big up to you, Paul. I hope you're doing very well and the family as well. Paul said the center back had no vision, can't make proper long passes, according to Paul. Phantom said, Stephen, link from your phone. Okay. Stephen said, I'm in the car and on my way home. I can't. Nee is still alive when I get home. Okay. I don't know how long it's going to take you, but definitely I'll be here for almost about an hour. Big up to you, my big brother, GFC Gatman. He said, big up to you guys in there. Steven Rice said, Enzo out. Enzo out, Clown Lake out, according to Steven. Thank you very much, guys. Let's go to our big brother here, Makeem. Makeem in the building. Big up to you, Makeem, and welcome back again to your channel.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I
Makeem,
appreciate that. Appreciate it.
you're welcome. You're welcome, sir. Makeem, you watched the first game of Chelsea in the 2024-2025 Premier League season. There have been some other games that have been played already. Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, all these rival clubs have played. What did you make of Chelsea's game today? Do you still see that kind of rustiness in their game, Mr. Ryan, Mr. Makeem?
Should I be positive or negative first? Which
We
one do
can
you want
start with the
first?
positives.
Okay, positive. Lavia is a big anchor in the midfield that we've been missing for a long time, if not years. Casado and Lavia had Manchester City's midfield under control. They kept them shut at all times. KDB and Bernardo Silva, those guys could not do nothing. It was impressive. Cucurella, I don't think we need to doubt him anymore. I think it's kind of set in stone now.
Are you okay with his performance?
Yeah, he did very well. He was probably our most important player. Him and Lavia were our most important players. Very crucial. So many times Cucurella saved Colwell. Too many times. And to be honest, going up front, it's positive. Pedro Neto, you can see he's still a bit nervous, but he's gonna deliver. And Mark Gui, big A plus, because he showed the hunger and the desire that we expected Jackson to come with today. At the moment, I want to see Mark Gui start ahead of Jackson so far until we get a new striker. That's what I want to see. For the next
Thank
couple games, I want to see Gui start and maybe Jackson finishes the games until the window closes. Because at the moment Jackson's not that guy. At the moment, it's not
thank you.
working.
Thank you very much, Makim. Big up to you, Deep Prince. Big up to my brother Stephen G. A phantom minute of mini topic, then MGP guys. So thank you very much for joining the show. The link is right there. If you don't be shy. You can click on the link. You can be join us here. You have at least 60 to 2 minutes. You can have your say the way you saw the game, the positive, the negatives that you took from that game. We want to hear all that on this platform. I have Stephen G. I have Scala with me here also. I know he's got a lot to say. Steven said our result proves need striker who can take chances. Is it bootload chances versus City. Yeah, you're not gonna get a lot of chances when you're playing against just City, but the little you get, you have to convert those chances. Just like Haaland. Haaland did not get many, but that one chance he got, he makes the best. He got the best out of it. Chances versus City, and we don't have striker capability of finishing those passes. I agree with you. Stephen. Phantom Mini Topic says, someone please ask Matt Law to find out if interim manager Frank Lampard is available. All right, Deep Prince said, big up to you, my family. A lot of improvement from the boys. Let's keep hope alive, but we need a striker. And one thing observe about Jackson is he doesn't watch back line before making moves, according to Deep Prince. That's what Deep Prince said. Jackson should have done better. He was running from the far away. He should have done better. Look at the defense and keep yourself in position. MGP said, though Chelsea can buy a world-class striker with this system of Enzo Maresca, he can't perform well. He can't perform well. He doesn't allow the wingers to do their best, according to MJP. Big up to you, brother. Phantom says, Steven, we had a striker who could score against Manchester City. We now plays. He now plays for us. Now, are you talking about Kai Havertz? I'm sure that's the name. But anyway, guys, do not forget drop a like on the video. Let's see if we can hit the 30 likes before we drop off on the show today. Going back to let's go back to McKeem again. One more time, we're gonna go back to no Scala is in there. Scala, welcome back to the show. Biscala. Scala, are you there? Can you hear me? I don't think that Scala is ready now, but Scala, whenever you're ready, let me know. Give me a
Yeah,
thumb up.
sorry, I muted myself for some weird reason.
Okay.
What did you ask?
Yeah, I was getting back to you. You've seen the game. We've seen some other preview games. So Manchester United have played, Liverpool have played, Chelsea played today against the champions of Manchester City. Give us some positive. I mean, the positivity that you got from today's game, Mr.
Yeah,
Scala.
I see more positives than negatives. I mean, you are playing Man City, arguably the best team in the world, as your first game under a new manager with all your returning players from injury. You never really played this midfield last season, and I saw a lot of positives in that midfield. For me, if a new manager comes in, his first task is to pick at least 6 or 7 players who he can trust game to game. So when Ten Hag came in his first season, if you remember, we got top four very I won't say comfortably, but it was relatively safe sailing, and we had like the third best home record because we had 6 to 7 players who he could trust. I think that's what Maresca needs to do as well. And today, what I saw, I can easily say there are like 5 to 6 players who should be starting week in and week out. And for me, this midfield has to stay because this is your most balanced midfield. And I've been crying out since Enzo came into your club for him to play number 10. For me, he's not an 8. I think he can run around and do tackling and all that, but if you limit him to that, I think you are not getting the best out of him. So if you put 2 runners behind him in Caicedo and this guy Lavia, who by the way was brilliant. I mean, he's so good man on the ball. He's very very good. And then you give Enzo the license. So I think you have found a lot more positives to get out of that game, and you can probably play Cole Palmer. I think he'll have to play on the right. You cannot bench your 100-pound midfielder. And then for me, Pedro Neto has to play on the left. And then whatever you do with your number 10, I don't know whether you play Nkunku or Jackson or you bring Osimhen in. So that's, I think, my takeaway. I think this midfield has to stay. You cannot go chopping and changing. And Cucurella was good. And I'm not sold on your centre backs. I think that's probably your weakest area, in my opinion. And then Gusto was all right. I think if Reece James comes in, that will just be even better. But I think apart from the centre back pairing, I think Chelsea, they don't need to tinker a lot. Come on, man, you're playing Man City. What do you expect? So I think you will be more comfortable against. I'm not even. I think even if you play like an Arsenal or Liverpool, I think you will give them a game because I saw your team doing enough, more than enough. And it's just that Man City were clinical and you made 2 mistakes and they capitalized. I mean, even the Kovacic goal, Sanchez could have saved, and the scoreline wouldn't look that bad. So I just think, like you guys, I mean, if any Chelsea fan is watching, I mean, most Chelsea fans should not overreact to this defeat because you have found lots of positives, especially that midfield for me. I think that's very good.
Thank you very much. Scala United, that's a Manchester United fan, is giving us his perspective as a rival from the way he saw the game. And I'm very, very happy. He's got lots of positivity. He saw most positivities from the team. He saw Chelsea playing very well. But yeah, you're playing the champions of the champions of the champions of England. And this team has been together for a number of years. Pep Guardiola has been there. The philosophy is more established. Everyone that comes in knows what he has to do. So it's not that difficult for Pep to get his team going. And so just like you said, the champions of England. And I saw some positives also. But we can also look at the defensive work of the goalkeeper, Wesley Fofana, and how Chelsea conceded the first goal. We're going back to Mr. Ryan. Ryan, can you outline and what you saw, what Chelsea should have done better to avoid the first goal?
Yeah, I think somebody mentioned it earlier. Yeah, the balance was actually right when Lavia was there in the midfield. You had a good stranglehold, I think, of the midfield. you were nullifying, Kevin De Bruyne and Kovacic when he was there in the midfield three. As soon as he came off, then I saw Man City just really take control of the midfield, and that's how Kovacic basically scored his goal. He just ran past Caicedo and Enzo so easily, and then he, struck a very weak, a savable shot. Let's put it that way. I don't think the goalkeeper Sanchez had a good game either. But it's one of those games. It was very comfortable for Man City, but it's difficult to read too much into it, given it's the first game of the season. You saw players were cramping towards the end for both teams. I'm going to reserve judgment on Maresca and Chelsea's hopes and objectives for this season. I'd still need to see more games to see whether the tactics, the style of play he's trying to deploy here, he's able to get it through to the players and they execute correctly. It's going to take some time. Yeah.
Would you say the 2-1 scoreline is a fair result?
2-0?
Yeah, 2-0. Was that a fair result?
Chelsea had some chances, yeah. I mean, Chelsea had some opportunities where a more clinical forward might have scored, had more success. I mean, we were both saying when we were watching it, when it was 1-0 Man City, that next goal would be crucial. So, yeah, maybe it was a 1-0 or could have been a 1-1 just based on the chances in the game that both sides have. But in terms of who was controlling the game, very much Man City, especially so when Lavia came off as well.
So you say the 2-1, 2-0 win for Man City was a fair result?
Overall, yeah, I think Man City deserved to
And
win.
the odds, go ahead.
No, that's it. I don't have
All right,
everything else to say.
as Mr. Ryan, a Liverpool fan, and like I said, I like to hear other rival fans' points of view and their perspective of how they watch this game. That's what I love about this platform. We're going to big man McCain again and ask him. We want to know his opinion on the defensive line. Sanchez, and Wesley Fofana, and the defensive line itself. How can Chelsea improve on it? And was that first early goal, was that avoidable?
You see, the first goal, it was avoidable. Both goals were avoidable, to be very honest. Especially the second goal was predictable because Gusto needed the help. Because when you cut in as a winger and you cut into the central line of the midfield, yeah, your six, yeah, doesn't necessarily need to come out all the way. Your eight should be there to distract him a bit until your six comes and clears it. This is why I have such a big problem with Enzo from a long time ago because he leaves gaps and it was so easy to rush past Caicedo because my man was already in a stride. Like Kovacic's not a quick player. It shouldn't have happened. This is what I'm concerned about when it comes to the midfield because we got two good elite playing midfield with Lavia and Caicedo. They've shut down the game properly. But then you have Enzo missing opportunities, slowing the game down to do passes across the field when it should be more progressive. Many times he stopped the ball to pass to Gusto in an disadvantage area. Like we don't need that from our midfielders. That's what I personally think. And the line, it affected the line because Fofana himself, he's not good with it. So this game, Fofana, he's did well. We have to admit that.
Okay.
I don't personally think he's tactically good or anything like that, but he did well. And Colwill, he affected the first goal, Haaland's goal. That was mainly his fault. It wasn't Cucurella's fault. Cucurella covered up for him so many times.
Okay.
So
Thank you
for
very much.
me,
Right.
Colwill, yeah, he didn't do well. This game it was kind of bad. Fofana had a better game than him, and that's
There's
not good.
more. Okay, there's more room for improvement. There's more room for improvement in the game. Let's go to Scala and let's see what he's got to say in terms of Chelsea's defense in the way forward.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, like I'm not sold on your centre backs. I feel like all your, even the one on the bench, Badiashile and this guy, this Assi. I mean, they're not any upgrade on what you have. I mean, Fofana is all right. I think he's your best out of that bunch. But I don't know, man. I feel like you kind of missed a trick by not buying an experienced centre back. I think you had to replace Thiago Silva, and for some reason you didn't. Uh, for me, that's a big concern. And maybe you can get by against the smaller teams, but if you have to make Champions League two positions, I think you at least need to have a reasonable defense. Because obviously, I don't think Chelsea or even United are challenging for the title. But when I look at my defense, I'm fairly confident. With Delic, Euro, and Martinez, I think we have solid, probably along with. I mean, I don't know, maybe Man City. We have probably the best selection of centre backs, and even like there's a rumor that we might go back in for Bradwaite. So with him, it could just increase. But anyways, I just think you need another like a quality centre back. I mean, Levi Colwill, he showed so much promise at Brighton, and he was supposed to be the next big thing. But today he was like literally outmuscled by Haaland. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what you will do. I think you have to get a. You have to. I mean, you have to spend big money on a centre back who's a decent. I mean, probably an upcoming one because all the experienced one are probably gone. I think that's where you should have gone all in for Delict because I think he would have solved that issue because he's 26 and he would be an experienced centre back. So that's my thoughts on your defense, man. I think it's not. I don't see that maintaining lots of clean sheets. Maybe you will outscore most teams with your attack, but especially with Felix, if Felix joins. But not sold, man. Not sold.
Thank you very much. So we've seen some Premier League games have already taken place, and it's taken a shape already. But uh, I don't know how to take this. Enzo Maresca doesn't have a lot of work to do to be able to get his team, young team, firing from all cylinders. Last season, we saw the difference between different in terms of style of play. Mauricio Pochettino had a different style of play. We still conceded a lot of goals. Is it on the defenders or is it just the style of play? I'm not so sure. Anyone can jump in if he has any um, response to
No, not
this.
really. No, it's not on the defenders to be honest, because most teams nowadays, yeah, when you play the Pep style, you defend together. The midfield defends together, and you make it harder for people to even get a chance to even look up and play.
Right.
But when it comes to us, we have holes and we have a hole in the midfield, and it's not good. It gives access because Enzo Maresca's system is not bad. We are actually playing better generally, but it's just that if we fix a few holes from before, I just say personally we take out Enzo because he shouldn't be starting if he's gonna be playing like this,
I've
and
said
we can see what happens. We can play on Cuckoo there. We can do so much things. Jao Felix is coming. It can open up.
all right. So thank you very much, Makeem. Peter Pan, thank you very much for joining us out here. He said that Chelsea, if we don't get a striker, no Champions League, no Champions League, according to him. Stephen G said that, bro, talking about Shy Harvest, don't get me started because I can start ranting about him, or I mean, for hours and hours. according to Steven. Peter Pan, thank you very much for joining us here. Peter, meet table, meet table. Peter Pan said Haaland, world class striker, was the difference, even when City aren't at their best. Chelsea, Chelsea go and get a Drogba like striker, game changer. Oh, thank you very much. Phantom says, Color, should we get Maguire? Oh, come on, Phantom. Deep Prince said, can we rate referee performance, please? Can you? Why not? Why not? We can rate referee. I think too much of a foul. I was watching. I was like, every tackle has to be a foul for Anthony Taylor. Every tackle has to be a foul. And from what I know, according to Premier League rules, any referee that has affiliation with any football club or live in the town that a football club is coming from, he must not officiate a game. That if those two games has something to do with the man in the middle, which we all know that Anthony Taylor is coming from Manchester. Manchester, why should he be the guy in charge of this game? And Chelsea fans have ranked so many red flags in the way Anthony Taylor refereed their game. But today, it wasn't that bad, but I think that some of these tackles that he whistled for fouls should have, the game should have kept going. That's how I saw it. But anyway, we're gonna read the players anyway. We're gonna start from Sanchez from there. But before we get into that,
I have one.
guys, who's there? Ryan, is it you? Oh,
No,
sorry,
I so
sorry, I
that
thought
No,
I
it
lost.
wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I thought I lost him. Go ahead, my friend.
Huh? Oh,
Andrew need to calm down. He's overreacting everything. As a captain, you have to be calm down. He was overreacting in every minute. In every tackle, he was overreacting. I think he has to be calm down.
Oh, I didn't get you. Sorry. What did you
he's
say?
saying Enzo needs to calm down.
Oh,
Basically,
he
he
needs
was
to calm down.
over because he was having a spat with Haaland in the second half. I think trying to get him sent off.
Okay, okay. How would you rate the defense? You can put the whole defense together, which include Sanchez himself. We can make the lot. We don't want to go individually. It will take the stream almost about 2 hours to finish that. But then you can rate the defense, midfield, and the attack. What would you rate the defense out of 10?
For me, 5.
A 5 out of 10.
Yes, 5.
Now what about the midfield?
Midfield was 6.5.
6.5. So that's 6.5. What about the attack?
I will give 7.
7 to the attack, but they didn't score. No, they didn't score any goal. So I think 7 is
But
too high. The midfield need more. I mean, rating than the attack. The midfield did much better.
that we create more chances in box, so I'm giving that I saw a spark in other thing, so I'm giving 7.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Phantom of any topic said that the Chelsea defense for like Leeds United. Let's go to Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan, we're still on it. Anything else you want to share to before we get to the rating of the defense, midfield, and attack?
No, I'm happy to. I'm happy to give you my ratings.
All right, go for it then.
Probably say, the defense did fairly okay. It was a difficult start at the beginning, but that's because they're trying to adapt to this new style of playing out from the back. So you are gonna lose possession and make mistakes. I would give them a 6.5, but I think Sanchez had a poor game, so he brings it down. So I'll say 5.5. 5.5 for the defense.
5.5.
Midfield I'll give it 6. And the attack I'll give them 6.5. So 5.5, 6, and 6.5.
And the attack?
6.5.
6.5. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
Mr. Ryan. Makeem, you want to rate the team defense, midfield, and attack in that order?
Um, um, right back 6.5, center back 5.5, left center back 5.0 defensive mid, which is Lavia. I give him a 7. Casado 6.5. Enzo 5. Cole Palmer 6.5. Jackson 5.5. Pedro Neto 5.5. Yeah, 5. Yeah,
5. So you
yeah,
you
really.
actually rated all.
Yeah.
I mean, individual players. I was just thinking you put all the defense and the midfield together and just attack together and just give them a rating. Yeah,
Like in general.
in general, yeah, a defense, attack, midfield, that kind of a thing. But you were individual.
Oh, my bad, man.
It's okay. It's okay. So we know. I mean, we all see where you stand into. But what is the way forward, Makim? What is the way forward? Where do we see this team? How long do you think it's going to take the team to start gelling together as a unit to start winning games? How long would you give Enzo Maresca and his team?
We are very close to being next to the likes of City. We are very, very close. It's just that with this with the board getting involved in the transfers, yeah,
Yeah.
hurts us in certain areas. Like for example, Enzo was a board buy. If he was a buy that, which is why like nobody really competed when we got him. So it's a thing where if we got him ourselves, we would have probably had the idea to loan him because he was still young 2 years ago. But we didn't give the chance for that to happen. So it's a thing where we have to show his worth. Is he good at something? Because if we were trying to sell him on, we're not gonna make back the 106 that we came from. So it's understandable that this guy must play, but he has to look good if that's going to be the case. You have to make him look good, and making him start the games, yeah, and be in really crucial places is not going to make him look good.
Yeah.
That's what I think because the midfield is already complete. The way they played today was crazy, and I think they can carry that on ongoingly.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Makim. In the Deep Prince, the keeper 4.5, defense 6, midfield 7, attack 4, and the coach 5.5. Even rated the coach, Deep Prince. Even rated the coach. Phantom said, "How long
Exactly.
will it take to get rid of Potter? How long did it take to get rid of Potter? We don't know yet. We'll see." Phantom of Many Topics. Breaking news: it has been revealed that the Phantom loan deal has a buyback clause. Buy is a buy option to Fulham if Chelsea lose to Wolves in match day 2, according to one. Phantom, I hope it doesn't happen. But let's go to Swedish. Is it Swedish? Yeah, let's go to our brother here and ask him how long will it take Chelsea team to jail, and how long is it giving Enzo Maresca and his team right now? Swedish, over to you.
Exactly, I cannot say the time to give to Enzo Maresca, but I will say after the seeing against bottom table team, how we will play, how we will play against them.
Mhm.
I will not say that I cannot say that how much time we can give, but I will see after the we when we play with against smaller team, how we play against them. I will say them.
Are you seeing how we're gonna play against the smaller teams instead of the bigger teams?
Yeah.
Okay, I do understand that. Let's go to Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan.
Yes, sir. What's the question?
Yeah, I was like, what is the way forward for this young team with Enzo Maresca? And to you, as a rival fan, how long would you give Enzo Maresca at the football club?
Oh, at least until Christmas. At least until Christmas. He's a new manager. It's a new style of playing. If you look at his history. He was, I think, playing football in Italy, and then he moved to England when he was quite young, also, and he's trained under Pep Guardiola in his coaching team. He's had some interactions with De Zerbi as well, so he's clearly a tactically intelligent guy. It will take time for his philosophy and his style to be implemented on this Chelsea side. The broader question is whether he has the resources, the right players in that squad to implement this 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, which changes into a 3-5-2 with inverted fullbacks, whatever. Where you look at his tactics, I saw some glimpses, seeds of optimism today. I thought the first half, in particular, after Man City scored, you rebounded well. You just slowed the tempo down. You passed it around for a good 5-10 minutes. Maybe under the previous manager, Pochettino, it might have been a bit more chaotic after conceding. Whereas there, you showed good composure. That's clearly come from Maresca, you can tell. But Chelsea need to really be more ruthless up front. We saw it last season with Jackson. They need to be better when they get the chances. You need to take them. So I wouldn't panic, but judge Maresca at least until halfway through the season.
Judge Maresca at least until halfway through the season, coming from a Liverpool fan, Mr. Ryan Inter. Thank you, guys. So thank you very much, everyone that's joined the show today. Thank you very much, Phantom of Any Topic, Deep Prince, Swedish, my brother, all the way representing the channel from India. Great land
Not
of
India,
India.
Nepal.
We have Nick. What? Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I'm not from India. I'm from Nepal.
Oh, Nepal. It's they're two different countries, right? I'm not so sure. Please, forgive my ignorance here.
Neighborhood of India.
Okay. I'll learn that geographical work very well. So, like I said, I apologize for my ignorance over here. I'm not so sure about that country. I know so much about India, and the accent sounds
Do
a
you
little bit similar.
do you know about Mount Everest?
Yeah.
Do you know about? Yes, I am from that country.
Oh, okay. I know. I have a lot of friends that I work with from Bangladesh, so I'm very familiar with that place. But thank you very much. Always find the time to join us here on the show as usual. Nick, big up to you, Nick. Nick says City played differently than last season, but Chelsea were not that bad. Absolutely, I do agree with what Nick is saying. There's a few details that Chelsea need to put together. Most of them is the defense work. The goalkeeper is not good enough. I saw this goalkeeper during Chelsea's preseason. He was running after the ball out, and he was about 30 yards away running after the ball for a mistake or a blunder that he committed. And he's done that many times last season in the Premier League, giving the ball away. Even when we're not even playing so much from the back as we're doing now. So to me, the missing thing, the missing link, the goalkeeper has to be taken away. You have to bring in a goalkeeper that is much better with his foot if we want to play out from the back. If Chelsea wants to play out from the back, the goalkeeper is not the right goalkeeper. His distribution is very awful. His passing from the back is very, very awful. And he feels very uncomfortable doing that. It's just like bringing in a David Gea or maybe bringing in Peter Cech to come and play out from the back. This is not their game. They're not really good with their feet. So if you paid amount of money for Philip Jorgensen to come and play out from the back, what's stopping you to put that player in there? So to me, the different work has to be sorted out. Goalkeeper, bring the different goalkeeper. And also, I want to keep the same defense for probably almost about 2 games. And let's see. I want to see more from Wesley Fofana. I've said many times on this platform that his defensive awareness is not the best, but he was quite good today. I want to see more from him. Go ahead, Swedish.
Before I go, I want to say I do not want Jackson in my team in next game. I want to see Niku as a striker.
Okay, you don't want to see Nkuku that role. You want to see Nicholas Jackson as the striker.
I do not want Nicolas Jackson in my team. playing 11.
Yeah, he said he wants Nkunku as a striker.
Okay, he wants Nkunku as a striker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I was not happy when Enzo Maresca swapped in. I want him to swap Nicholas Jackson, but he saw Nkunku.
Yeah, I was thinking he wanted to keep a real striker on the pitch instead of a striker that plays in
I
the
think
so
we said this knee as well when we were watching it together. I couldn't believe he took Nkunku off and kept Jackson on.
we were also
We,
talking
we
about creative player. So Nkunku is
yeah.
your creative player, but why do you take him off? I think there were some question marks on that substitutions that he did. Some question marks.
He
Right.
was looking selfish. He was very confused. He don't know what to do when with ball when ball. He was very confused.
Who? You talking about the manager?
No, Nicholas Jackson.
Nico Jackson. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Makin, do you see the same way? Did you feel the same way when he was making his substitutions? I think we lost Makim. Makim is not here with us. Nick said I think that Maresca may tweak something for the second game. And that's what Nick. Thank you very much. That's what Nick is saying. Nick, let us know where you're watching the stream from. Nicky, let us know where you're watching us from. We lost. Yeah, I think we lost Makim. So we have Swedish, Ryan, and me on the show at this moment, guys. Let's keep the lights going. Let's keep the lights going. It will go a long way. Like I always say on this platform. That's the only way that YouTube can get this channel to go to places where it has to be. Is you guys are dropping the likes on the video and sharing it for us. It's also very very important as the content is still trending. Chelsea got just lost a Premier League game against champions Manchester City. It's the first Premier League game of the 2024-2025 campaign, Premier League season. And Chelsea have lost it, but I know they will come back better. First loss is, I said I'm from Malaysia. Big up to you. I've got a lot of my Asian friends over here. Malaysia, Bangladesh, India. And I used to have another friend. He was using. I mean, usually he watches stream from India. But big up to you, Nick. Big up to you. He says, "I found some mini topic. It's too early to compare." Thank you very much. Too early. Just one game. Chelsea fans need to have that patience. To me, I'm giving Enzo Maresca the whole entire season. I don't have any reason to sack Enzo Maresca. We give Mauricio Pochettino the whole season. Why not Enzo Maresca? He's building a team. Pep Guardiola have been there for quite a number of years now. He has built his team. He's bringing in players, the rightful players that can get his game going. And let's give that time for Enzo Maresca. It was just an apprentice and a master, and which always you're going to see the master because the master has the key for and that philosophy. Whatever Enzo Maresca is trying to implement on the pitch, he's got some from Pep Guardiola, and he has the answers to Enzo Maresca's questions in one way or the other. Stephen, Mr. Ryan, I don't know if you want to add any more to it. Besides what we've discussed, if you have anything you want to talk about, feel free to go for it, sir. Ren, are you there? Is Mr. Ryan there? I'll go to Swedish for now whilst we're waiting for Ryan. So anything else you want to add to it before you leave us here? Anything else you want to add to it, you want to talk about in today's game?
Uh, it was good game. I only want to say to the Chelsea fans that do not be harsh on our team. Be positive. We can do better. Do not expect more from our team.
And you said that you don't want to see Nicholas Jackson as the striker. You want a different player there. So that is what you want Enzo Maresca to change next game against is it Wolves here? Next game against Wolves, you want to see Enzo Maresca using a different striker instead of Nicholas Jackson.
Yes. Do you have any update about Osimhen?
Yeah, from what I'm reading, it doesn't look like Osimhen is gonna go. I read something from somewhere that it looks like Osimhen deal has been closed. Yeah, it looks like Osimhen deal has been closed. It doesn't look like
We
it's
need
gonna
to
happen. It doesn't look
We
like
need
it.
to bring a striker. I think we need to bring a striker.
I agree with you. I think that the missing piece in this team is a striker. The main focal point of our attack is a striker because the attack, the wingers will do everything, but someone it has to be in the middle, either true crosses, either a prolific person that can hold on to the ball and finish. Because we saw some chances that we had. If it was Victor Osimhen in that position, definitely he could have finished it. But I don't know
Yeah.
how much it's going to take Chelsea to get that transfer done. But what I'm reading, it doesn't look promising. It doesn't look like
I
Chelsea
want
are going to get the deal done.
I want to see Neto to play full minute for Chelsea next game. Neto and Palmer, left and right wing.
Neto, Palmer, left and right. What's your thoughts on Ryan Sterling right now? It looks like Ryan Sterling is not in the team. There's also update coming from Enzo Maresca as it is. Let me read that to you guys real quick. I think he has to do updates on the Satsi, Connor Chukwumeka, and Ben Chilwell. Report coming from I think Zach Cancela said Conor Gallagher was left out through tactical decision, but Disasi is coming back from an injury as well. Also, Ben Chilwell has been a bit ill, according to Enzo Maresca's press conference release after the game. So that's something that we have to talk about. And it says Enzo Maresca asked directly if he wants Ryan Sterling in his squad. So
If those Felix is coming, I don't see
pretty much
Sterling in
all.
my team.
Yeah, go ahead, Swedish.
If Felix is coming, I do not see Sterling in my team.
Okay, if Phillips is coming, you don't see Ryan Sterling in this squad. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah,
Perfect.
I want my club to sell him.
Club to sell him. Club. Oh, the club. You want the club to sell him? Sorry.
No. Club. Chelsea to
Yeah, the
sell him.
club. Yeah, the club. You want the club to sell Ryan Sterling if Ryan Felix is coming to the football club.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sorry for making you repeat yourself. I want to make sure I get what you're saying very clear. Phantom said Gallagher is mentally gone already. Yeah, Gallagher is gone. Gallagher in Atletico Madrid deal is, I think, is sorted out. It just hasn't been official yet. Let us hope that Chelsea can win the Conference League. 2 games, 2 games coming soon, according to Phantom. No one will buy Sterling at 300k a week. He has to reduce his wages to be able to get another football club. But now Sterling Camp also releases a statement. If indeed he has prepared well, according to the statement he did, he prepared very well during preseason and he's ready to start the game. But he hasn't received any information on why he did not. He was being taken out of today's starting lineup. I mean, I think that's harsh. Ryan and I did talk about it. I think there's a player that was ready. Although he has got mistakes, he's not producing much. But then taking him or meeting him out of the squad is very, very harsh in my opinion. At least he deserves to be on the bench. This is a player with a lot of experience, a Premier League experience, and that is what Chelsea fans are looking for. They've been asking for players with Premier League experience, and yet we have one. But then we know his contribution is very, very low, but he's not in the team, and no one is crying for Ryan Sterling. If it was Gallagher, we'll all be crying for Gallagher. Mr. Ryan, we did talk about Ryan Sterling. What's your take on that one too?
I think he's gone. He's not on.
Ryan Sterling is gone from the football club.
Yes, I think he's muted. He's muted himself.
Ryan, yeah, Ryan, can you hear me? Hello, Ryan, are you there? I don't think he can hear me at all. So, guys, I think we've outlined, we've discussed almost everything. We still got 13 of you watching live on YouTube. So, like I said, the likes will go a long way. So, if you're just joining us, wherever you're joining us, let us know. Whatever comments you have, questions you have regarding today's game, please do me a favor, drop it in the comment section below, and I'll do you the honor and I'll read it for you. You don't have to pay a dime for me to read those comments. No, it's not necessary. But then Sterling loves London, according to Phantom of Any Topic. Phantom said, if I am Sterling, I would let them send me to develop squad. Oh no, that would be so. Although he requests that, I don't think it would be good for Sterling's career. He's still young. He's not old at all. He's still got a lot to improve, a lot to offer for Premier League teams. So there's no reason for him to go to development squad. Not at all.
I don't know if you did not notice that Enzo Fernandez was in the box of Manchester City. I didn't want to see Enzo in City box, in opposite box. I want to see him in mid. In box, he was very confused, I think.
But look, Swedish, you could say that. But I saw Enzo Fernandez giving some good passes as the advanced midfielder in that attacking role. I saw him distributing some good passes, but we couldn't finish those chances. Is that his fault?
I think he was little bit confused. He was making other player also confused. Did you notice that two Chelsea player collide with each other?
Yeah, I saw two players in the 18.
Yeah, colliding with each other. That is the problem. If we did not collide with it, we can make that chances to make goal. But Chelsea player collide with each other. That is the point. I did not want to see the player collide with each other.
He don't want to see the players collide with each other, according to my brother. That's what he's saying. I saw that too. I was like, what is going on? The communication there in the 18 is not working right. You can't have two players colliding. Like, come on, look at the ball. Phantom said, I feel no loyalty to Clay Lake FC. There's nothing like Clay Lake FC. Come on, Phantom. I understand what you're saying. I saw Todd Bowley got upset and left the football club. Swedish, did you see that? I mean,
Yes,
he
I
left the
saw that.
stadium. He left the stadium. Sorry, not the football club. He left the stadium.
Yes, I saw that. It was very funny.
Bowley.
But yeah, it was very funny. When he leaves, it was very funny.
Ryan, are you back? Mr. Ryan, are you back? Still can't hear from Ryan. I'll give him a call and see if I can get back to him. All right, Ryan, if you can hear me when you get your audio sorted out. I know you're muted right now. I'm not so sure what exactly is going on, but if you get your audio sorted out, just let me know. You can jump in. Clay Lake, Bowley looks very, very frustrated. The Phantom said, if I am Sterling, I'll let my contact run drink water style. Todd need to focus on the Dodgers. He's got two jobs at the same time. He has to focus on both to make sure they all succeed for him. But I think that the main problem here is Beardad Ekbali. It's not Todd Bowley. Todd Bowley, I haven't seen much of Todd Bowley this season, but I've seen more of Beardad Ekbali at the football club, and he's running the things. But goalkeeping department they have to sort things out. Good game, good Premier League game. Manchester City deserve to win because they are the champions. They win consecutively, like 3 times in a row. Can they do it the 4th time? It's all a matter of time. Time will tell. And Phantom, you're here with us again, Phantom.
Yes, I'm back. Yeah, I just want to say about Sterling. Okay, so he has a wife that really loves London. He's making 300K a week.
Step back, Phantom. Good.
There's no reason why Sterling would be a team player for Chelsea and agree to a pay cut to go anywhere else in the world. I mean, even if Fulham or let's say if Tottenham wanted him, they wouldn't want him at 300K, and that would require a reduction in salary. Like Lukaku really didn't want to be here, and Lukaku thinks that he still has a career left, whereas Sterling is at the age where this might be his last contract. To be realistic, so he could just play out this contract all the way to the end and collect that 300K all the way to the end. And that's what I would do if I was Sterling. I'd be like, no, I'm not leaving. You can send me to the development squad and I'll play with the kiddies, because that's what.
Phantom, if you were Sterling, why wouldn't you make a move to the Saudi Pro League where they'll pay you billions of billions and even pay you more than you're receiving now?
If the Saudis still want Sterling, but I don't know if Saudi league is going to want Sterling, especially since the Saudi league is really bleeding money right now. I mean, they're just really bleeding money, and it's not going well over in Saudi. So that league isn't doing well at all. And I think the problem is it's because we don't know those cities. So when they say Al Halal or Al Jalab or whatever, those teams those teams don't have any meaning unless they attach at least the Koreans, how they got us to watch their baseball was, oh well, these are the Tigers, those are the Bears. They each created a mascot for the teams,
Yeah.
even if we didn't know the
Lions.
cities. Yeah, we could follow the mascot at least. But so Saudi really needs to do something like that. I don't even know what team is Ronaldo on. Is he on
Uh,
the Halal team?
yeah.
Al-Nassr.
Al
Al-Nassr.
Nasser. Al
Out.
Nasser.
Oh,
Hey,
Al
what?
Nasser. Hey, okay, Ryan's back. Hey, yeah,
Sorry, I had
Ryan.
some audio issues. I could
Yeah, I
hear you
wanted.
guys.
Yeah, I wanted to ask Ryan. Ryan, do you
Yes.
really think that Enzo Maresca is more qualified to run Chelsea than Frank Lampard? I really don't think so. I really don't think so.
But Phantom, you could say that those two managers have played in the championship. One came up, with a trophy, winning the division. Lampard couldn't do it. He has to play the playoff. He found himself playing in the playoff and could not qualify his team. What's his name again? Derby County to the Premier League. So although you have that, what do you call it? You have that in mind. You have to remember one is better than the other.
Yeah,
I
Really?
think
and
Maresca is tactically good than
the benchmark
Lampard.
is sorry, one sec, sorry. The benchmark is quite low with Lampard. I don't want to offend, a club legend like him. Amazing, distinguished career, Champions League, Premier Leagues, everything. But Maresca was running the under 23s at Man City. I think he won that Premier League 2. He's won the championship with Leicester. So I think, to answer Phantom's question, Maresca, I see he's above Lampard. But the
Wow.
bar's very
Okay.
low. The bar's very low
Well,
for
we'll
Lampard.
see.
So
I mean, can you agree that Chelsea should is the Wolves game on the road or is it at home? The one that's coming up.
I'll probably away.
I think it's away, I think.
It's at Melanos. Is it Molineux Stadium? Is that the name of the Wolves stadium? Molineux?
I
Is that
think
the name
that's
of their
right,
stadium? Yeah, okay. But
The
either way,
Molyneux,
I think that Chelsea should be able to beat Wolves because if they don't, I think I'm gonna just do the loan to buy option and just go to Fulham. I mean, I've been on loan at Fulham for the last 2 years now. So I mean, I keep coming back during the summer transfer window, and then I go out again. I keep going back to Fulham and going back to Fulham. I might as well just stay there if this continues because I really don't have any confidence in the Clear Lake management. They seem to want to do what there's a way. I don't know if I know you're not an American and you're not familiar with an American baseball, but the most profitable team in baseball is the Chicago Cubs, and they've only won one World Series in the last 116 years. My football team in America, the Dallas Cowboys, is also the most profitable football team in America, and we've only won. We
Okay,
haven't
we're
won a
losing
Super
Phantom
Bowl
of
in.
the topic.
You can't hear me?
Lord, thank you very much for joining us. It says my name. It says my.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, Ryan, that I'll make it short. Basically, you don't have to win championships to be profitable. You just have to buy and sell players to be profitable. And I
Yeah,
think
that's
that
true. That's true.
and I think that Clear Lake is looking at the model of the Dallas Cowboys or the Chicago Cubs, who have not won anything in a long time in America, but they're the most profitable team in their respective sports. And I think that's what they're doing is that they're just buying all these players and then repackaging them and make them a little bit better or whatever, and let Mudryk play for a while and then sell him off or whatever. But I just don't think that these. See, Abramovich wanted to win, and he was a billionaire, and he didn't really care if he took a loss on some years. He did take a loss on some years, right? But Clear Lake is definitely about profits and more like it's more like a business where they're the bottom line is the most important thing, not winning championships or trophies. That's all.
Thank
Go
you
ahead.
very much, Phantom of Mini Topic. Lord Rodney said my nan could have won the under 23s league with City, and she died. Good man. So rest in peace. Thank you very much, Lord, for your comments. But sorry very much for your loss. I know she means a lot to you, but really sorry, very very sorry for your loss, Lord. He said, let's go, Cowboys, the Spurs of America, according to my brother Lord Rodney. Thank you very much for joining us here on the show. We still have Ryan here. Ryan, Phantom of Mini Topic raised some specific, would I say, important comment here when he was talking about the Saudi Pro League. Don't you think that it would be better if they attach some kind of animals or some creatures to the names? Let's say Al Nassr, the bears of Al Nassr, or maybe the lions of Al Ittihad, or something like that, because that can make it easy for people to distinguish between the name of the clubs, because all we hear is Al, and so many of the teams have the same name. Don't you think it's better if they attach some kind of animals or something within their region that people can easily understand and make the league more popular? Like when it comes to Europe,
Yeah,
America, same thing.
I see. Yeah, I can understand that argument from a branding perspective, and it will lure a more global fan base, attract more of a global fan base to the league and to the different teams. Maybe it will come with time. Let's not forget though, this Saudi league has been operating for many years. I think it goes back to like the 80s or 70s. It's just, very recently they've started to globalize it and attract players from the European leagues and South American leagues as well. So maybe that will come with time, but I can see the argument, yeah, for maybe having, nicknames or animal mascots or logos, that kind of thing. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much for Mr. Ryan. Mr. Ryan here is a Liverpool fan. Guys, we're still looking into the defeat against Chelsea, Champions League, champions of the Premier League last season. Manchester City beat them 2-0. But we have our man himself, my co-host, my big brother Stephen G. Is joining us here. He's just getting back from Stamford Bridge. He was live at the stadium. He watched the game live. He see more than we saw on the screen. So, Stephen, welcome back to the show again. Can you outline what you saw at Stamford Bridge to us?
Point one, Sterling, get out my club, you prick. That's point one, yeah?
Point one. I wrote
You'll
it down.
find out the squad about the day before the game, yeah? But this statement and this article comes out about the time the team goes live. Really? This is what we're doing? You've done nothing worthy of a place in this team. The whole time you've been here, you've been donkey. Yeah?
Donkey. Another one.
Let's get this right. The whole time he's been here, yeah? What's he done? What memorable things has he really done for us?
Donkey.
He fought over penalties and stuff a couple of times. That's the memorable things. That's what sticks in my head. Well done, you scored against Luton. That's the same stuff people used to slag off people like Mason Mount for. Don't get me wrong, I'm not mad that we got rid of Mount. I don't care for that, yeah? But my point is, when it was him, yeah, probably because he's from Cobham, it was, it's only Luton. Sterling does it. Oh, yeah, Sterling's amazing. Look at what he done, guys. He's done nothing, yeah? Not worthy of this place. You're on about 350 grand a week, yeah? You missed out on one squad. Have some professionalism, bruv. Yeah? There's 30-odd players in this squad that we have that need to be cut down. If you want to include Lukaku, who's training away from the squad and stuff like that, yeah? There's about 30 players, yeah? You ain't playing every game, and you're not worthy of playing every game. You'll be lucky if you play against a vet, bruv. Yeah? You'll be lucky. Because I'd start Neto ahead of you. I'd even go as far, and this is going to be unpopular, but just because the Sterling wants to be a donkey, yeah, I'd start Mudryk over him too. Yeah? Make a point to him. You want to be unprofessional, yeah?
I mean, there's
Then
no
you
much
ain't playing.
difference between Modric and Sterling anyway. There's no much
No,
difference.
but my point is, you want to be unprofessional? Cool. Now I've got a reason to drop you. Before it was tactical. Now I've got a reason. You've given me that reason. You're getting disciplined, bro. You're not in this team. You're not worthy of this team. Yeah? You don't perform in this team. You're like the highest earner in this club. Yeah? Because Lukaku reduces wages, so Sterling is basically the highest earner in the club. Done nothing worthy of it. Right? Second point, if people are expecting us to play like an elite club that's had a manager for 8, 9, 10 years like Man City have with Pep and like Liverpool had for like 6, 7 years with Klopp after 1 month, please bring your expectations down for the first couple of months of the season because it don't click like that. It's not like that. It's not instant. Yeah? We've seen flashes. But my main point, yeah? And I said it in the comments earlier when I was in the car on the way back. This is my main point, right? I'll get to the rest of it after. But my main point is as follows. Today showed the exact reason why we need a clinical striker or someone like an Osimhen or someone else who's proven, yeah, at the top level of football, at European football level, played in Europe, played in a top league or 2, 3 top leagues in world football. Yeah?
Right.
Because against Man City, you ain't getting boatload of chances. You get 5, 6, 7 chances if you're lucky. Okay, maybe 10 on a good day. Yeah? You have to take them. Jackson's had 1 preseason game, but today was about his normal level anyway. Yeah? But, okay, fair enough. I think Gay should have started because Jackson only had 1 preseason game, and Gay looked good in preseason. He earned his start. Yeah? I ain't got to complain about
I
team.
think
I
we
thought the
lost
team
Steven's
lineup
connection,
is
audio connection a little bit. Steven, are you there?
Oh, is it? Yeah, can you hear me?
You're back. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear
Let me say this
I can hear.
real quick. My brother is going to bed. Swedish, thank you very much. It's a good night. Always pleasure to talk to you. It's always a pleasure to see you here, Swedish. It means a lot to me that the channel's all the way in Bangladesh and that region. Thank you very much. He says I'm a little shy English. Yes, I do. I understand that, but you did great. You did great.
Oh, yeah, they were in earlier, so big up for
Yeah.
joining earlier.
Yeah, the more you speak it, the more the fluent you become. So keep going. Do not back up from it. Keep speaking the English. You're already better than as some English people because they can't even speak your language at all because you're better than the English people themselves. And me, and then Stephen and Ryan over here because we can't speak your language, but you can speak our language. You get what I'm saying? My English is not my language either, but I try. The more you keep speaking it, the better you become. So keep going in Swedish and have a good night, my brother. We'll see you again, hopefully tomorrow. Mr. Ryan, Steven, before you go more on it, we gotta get into the negative part of it: the defensive line, the midfield line, the attacking line.
You say that,
goal,
right?
How the goal came. But before we get into it, Steven, give us some. Can you give us visualize, or would I say visualize the right word? Can you describe the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge before the kickoff of the game?
Yeah, it was your typical big game. Everyone was up for it. It was loud. You know how it is. You know how those big games are. Your Liverpool Chelsea's, your City Chelsea's, your United Chelsea's, your Spurs Chelsea's. That atmosphere is always there. And look, at times people got frustrated because we weren't moving the ball quick, but that's going to happen. You have to understand in this system that's going to happen, especially early on. Once it starts to click, we'll see it moving a bit more. But there wasn't much movement from the players, which made it a bit difficult for each other, yeah? So, this is going to happen at the beginning. But when we created chances, we won corners, stuff like that, that level instantly rose because you could see something's there. We're doing something. We're creating these chances. I can't remember who it was, so correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. You know when Dewsbury Hall overhit the pass to Neto when Neto was out on the wing unmarked?
Yeah,
it was Colwell who intercepted and played it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that partnership was bad today. For the most part, I thought it was solid, especially for, as we touched on the other day, Colwell missed quite a few months the back end of the season. And Fofana hadn't played a competitive game for about 450 odd days. So
whole
nearly a year and what?
And a
A
half.
year and a quarter, roughly,
maybe a year and a half.
give or take, something like that. So look, if we play them together regularly, yeah, I think that could be really good for us. I think that's the partnership going forward. I'd want to see rotation on Thursday because we got Wolves away on Sunday. So I'd want to see maybe 4 or 5 changes for the Servette game at the Bridge on Thursday in the Conference League qualifier. Because our next 3 games, we're Thursday Servette, Wolves away on Sunday, away to Servette in Switzerland on Thursday. And then I think we got West Ham, I think, someone like that. On that Sunday. So this is when we need to rotate now. We need to rotate the next couple games. Not massively. 4 or 5 changes for that. Maybe you go for a slightly stronger team in the first leg when you're at home against Servette. And then say you're 4-0 up after the first leg. You can play a couple more backups for that second leg, but you still take the first teamers to be there to support them if they need it. And you play a couple of the first teamers still, right? But yeah, look, the way I'm looking at it, right, I ain't going to be overly negative because I don't have stupidly high expectations 1 month into a manager's reign, yeah?
I think it's 7 games now or 6 games now.
Yeah, but
since he took over.
It is what it is. Like the first month, 2 months of the season, we're going to struggle at times. It's going to happen. Especially because not many teams play in the way that we want to play. So the players haven't done that. I think I mentioned that on the last stream as well. But I just want to like re-emphasize that. It's only really Man City that sort of play this kind of way. Where you have somebody inverting and all this sort of stuff. Off the top of my head, it's only really Man City and the Prem that have done it for a while now.
Yeah.
So it's very rare. None of our players would have actually done that. So it's more about, have they played this position before, that position before? So maybe it makes this role slightly easier and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the centre-back partnership was solid. I thought Kukureya, for the most part, was solid
All right,
as well.
so we are moving into the defensive arrows and how
I actually don't think,
forward.
for the most part, I don't think the defence was terrible. Like, okay, we had our moments where we do something stupid, but you kind of expect that. City forced that out of you. City are that good, they force those mistakes on you, right? But on the whole, I don't think it was a terrible performance from...
I don't think so.
Many, to be honest. Like, I'm not even... This isn't even me trying to be positive. I think, for the most part, I think it was a good performance. And I'm not just saying that because I've come on here before, if I can remember right, I can't tell you what game. And I've said, we were stinky today. We have to be better. We have to do this. We have to do that. But look, this is my point, yeah. City have played under Pep for 8 or so years. We've played under Maresca for about a month. We're trying to play pretty much the same way City play. Pep knows the weaknesses of his system. Yeah? This is what people have to remember. Pep knows the weaknesses of his system. He will know how to exploit them, how to force you into making the mistakes that come and cause those errors. Not only because it's the system that he's done and Maresca was under him and Arteta was under him, yeah? But just because he is an elite tactical manager. That is what Pep Guardiola is. And I've already said, I think it's going to come with time. We need a few games now, obviously. But I think after a couple months, we can look at it and I think, look, okay, I'm making a prediction here, yeah, that I think in a couple of months, a lot of people would have warmed up to Maresca. I think we'll be playing a lot better because we'll be a lot more better at that system. Yeah, we'll have the consistency. Hopefully, we don't have the injuries which would affect any consistency, right? Which would also help because that was part of the reason we struggled last year. I actually think a lot of people come round to Maresca. I think in a couple months, people will be happy with how we're playing, even if we're not in 2 months' time, say top 4, right? Because ideally, top 4 is your end goal. But
Right.
if you're getting these results, right? But more so in games where people won't expect it. Say you go away and you get a result against Arsenal, right? I think we got Liverpool at Anfield in the first half of the season. Say you go to there and you get a result there. Yeah? Say you get a result against Man United as well, right? Say you get that typical result we always get against Spurs, right?
Yes,
They're the
sir.
main points that I'm looking at now is that because you look at our next, I think it's 6 games, right? Outside of West Ham away, yeah, we should be winning. Even in the early days of a new manager, we should be winning nearly all of those games. Maybe with the exception of West Ham away, that's always a tricky game for us. We always struggled at that stadium for whatever reason that is. Your camera's gone weird. I don't know if it's just on my end. Ryan, is it
Yeah,
gone weird for
it's
you?
going weird. Yeah, it's going like red looking.
Like grayscale.
Yeah, something like that. I have to turn it off and turn it back on. So, guys,
Okay.
give me a second. Yeah, go ahead. And you guys can you and Rank can take it over for a second. Let me
Okay,
fix it.
no worries. But yeah, I think in a couple months, people come around to it. You're going to have these, let's call them teething issues in the early stages. I don't know what your stance is, Ryan, because I was only able to listen to like 5-10 minutes on the way back because obviously I was trying to listen and I was using a bit of my data just to chuck a couple of comments in.
Yeah.
But I think it's a patience game, like it always is with a new manager.
It is, and I think you were right. You were spot on. I saw your comment as soon as Nee and I went live.
Yeah,
That you can't overreact and judge Maresca too quickly. This was not a bum dead performance from Chelsea today. There were positives and there are areas that they need to improve on. You had a couple of legitimate penalty shouts. Definitely the Kovacic handball. I think the Enzo one as well. I think it was in the first half.
which one? There was two. There was 2 on Enzo in the first half. There was one, bro. There was 2 on Enzo in the first half. There was one on, I want to say one on Nkunku in the first half, and then there was the Kovacic handball in the second half.
Yeah, the Nkunku one for me is probably not, but definitely the Kovacic one. I've seen those given. They would have been given last season. And then Jackson had a disallowed goal, which was like marginally offside from the Edison spill, and then he had that point blank shot saved as well in the first half, I think, where he kind of like swiveled and then hit it on the spin. So on another day you could have scored 1 or 2 goals, and you could have walked away with a draw today. But Sanchez, for me, Stephen, he's definitely to blame for that second goal because he gave a dead pass just before.
De Bruyne at one point, and they didn't capitalize on it. They hit a cross and it went straight across the box. That happened earlier on. I can't remember. That was in the second half as well. I think that was probably like 10-15 minutes into the second half. And as soon as I saw that one, I was like, it's going to happen. I said, it's exactly like he did with Arsenal, where he gave it to Rice, except from a closer distance. And my granddad turned to me and went, well, they didn't score. I went, okay, so it's like Brighton in the cup last season where he gave it to him 5 times on the edge of our area and they didn't score then. Same difference. He's given it away in a dangerous position. Thankfully, City, for once, didn't capitalise on it.
They need to sort this goalkeeper situation out. I mean, you need it.
Wilkinson on Thursday.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Stephen G has outlined his, whatever, the way he saw the game. And he was there. He was live. He was at Stamford Bridge live. He watched the game. Phantom of a Minute topic said that, Stephen, more excuses if Chelsea loses to Wolves in the match.
I ain't giving excuses, mate. I'm giving you factual statements.
I gave clearly the patience with Potter, Graham Potter. Is Kepa available? Kepa is, but it
Kepa
looks
can
like
get out of the club too.
he's on his way to. I think he's going to return to Real Madrid. Real Madrid might sell
He wants
Angel
to, but I
Luna.
don't think he will get that.
Yeah. It says the Pep was already a legend on day one at the since he joined Manchester City. Maresca has 18 months ahead of coach experience from Phantom of Mini Topic. Guys,
Just
thank you very
quickly on
much.
this,
Don't
right?
forget to drop a like on the video as we are still live on here. Steven, say that, and I'm gonna ask you just a few questions.
Yeah, no problem. Quick thing on this: Pep wasn't a legend on day one because he wasn't a legend at City. A footballing legend, for sure, yeah. But you can't say he's a legend on day one. He achieved nothing day one at Man City.
So there you go, Phantom. We
just
see,
quickly,
we saw a new debutant.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, day one you don't achieve nothing. Yeah, they didn't win anything to his. I want to say they didn't win anything to his second or third season, where they won the Premier League.
Yeah.
I'll say something like that.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, okay, you've achieved something. You're not. I wouldn't say winning the Premier League makes you a legend, even at Man City, because they'd already won a few by this point, 2-3 by this point, right? Mm-hmm. For me, winning the treble, and then obviously the Champions League came with it. That's more the stuff that makes him a legend in their fans' eyes. He was a great, yeah, but I don't think any City fan off of one Premier League's going, he's a legend. Off of two Premier Leagues, they're probably not going, he's a legend. Because they'd seen their team do that, right? But as soon as you get that Champions League, was it the Carabao Cup they won? I think it was Champions League, Carabao Cup, and the Premier League, right? I can't remember which domestic cup, Carabao Cup or FA Cup, one or the other. As soon as he done the treble, which is what United had done and stuff like that, yeah? Bro, I don't care if your Pep Guardiola was already a football legend. You're immortalized essentially in English football at that point by doing something like a treble, yeah? You are technically immortalized in English football because it's something that doesn't really happen.
Okay, Steven, we saw two new players playing the first time for Chelsea. We saw Drake Brihol, yeah, that's
we
the name.
saw more
and then
than
also
two.
who?
Mark Gay came on.
Mark Gay, yeah, and then also
we saw Dewsbury Hall. We saw Vega. Was that it?
Yeah.
I want to say that was it. So we saw three.
Has Lavia actually played? Has Lavia actually played last season? Was that his first minutes?
Lavia played like 20 minutes last season, and then he got injured.
Okay.
Do you know what's mad, right? I'm not sure if you've touched on this or if you saw it. The last player to sign for us so far is Neto. First one to get his debut competitively was Neto. I'm going to quickly get my food. I'll be back.
All right, so I'll go for it. Steven, Ryan, I was going to ask Steven, but Steven did not let me finish my question, and then he jumped in. I was saying we saw a few McGee and also Dewsbury Hall. I'm not too sure. I was going to ask him, was he so impressed of Neto's performance? And what about Dewsbury Hall? Ryan, are you okay with this Dewsbury Hall guy? You think?
Yeah, I mean, the manager knows him well, right? At Leicester, that's why he's brought him in. He trusts him to play in the midfield. I know he's got some quality. He's a young player. Neto showed some glimpses of the quality we know he has, but he needs more minutes. He needs to kind of make that left wing position if that's where he's going to play his own.
Yeah.
I'm seeing some developments, some noises around this João Felix to Chelsea move. Apparently it's getting final stages now, it's very, very close to completion. So, where does he fit into this 11? Who comes out of the team to make space for him?
Great, wonderful. I think from what I see, I think he's a good player, but he need to do more if he wants to play in that Chelsea squad or that Chelsea team. He needs a little bit more, but he will come good. it's all about the agility. If the team gel, the team started playing together as a unit. Everyone knows where they have to be at the right time. A City
Who's
team, you
this
can
me? Are you referring to Neto or Felix?
the players that took part today, the new
The
players.
new ones. The new ones.
The
Okay,
new
cool.
ones. Yeah, I'm referring to the new ones. And I did talk about Drisbury Hall. And I was like,
Okay.
if he really the team looks like the team hasn't understand each other yet. If I watch Manchester City team, when they with the ball, you see a lot of movements, especially Doku and the mid and those the attack in front. They don't stand at one place. They keep moving all around, coming in for the ball, going backwards, and it makes it very difficult to mark them because they're not stagnant. They're moving all around, and I feel like if the time will come, if they really understand each other and the ball movements and where they have to be, Chelsea will get much better. So that's Drisbury. I don't think he did that bad. Like the whole entire team was good. Like I said,
Bro,
we're here
Neto
to see
came
more
on
from
and
them.
could have
See more
scored with
from
his
them.
first touch. He was very unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
City
saw him. He made a nice dribble
to take it
where
away
he
from.
cut inside as well.
Was that right?
No,
Yeah.
just saying he made a nice dribble as well where he cut inside. He got past. I think it was Gvardiol or someone.
Bro, he came on, and within about 10 minutes, we had about 3 good moves, and he was involved in every single one.
Okay, I think that we've touched base on almost everything. We've touched base on the positives and negatives of today's game. Chelsea's first game in the new Premier League opener. That's a 2024-2025 Premier League season, and Chelsea have lost it. But it's not over yet. It's very, very early stages, and you could even tell when watching the game, there's still some kind of a rustiness in the players. A lot of hamstrings and whatever. We saw them. So, guys, please, like I said, if you're a Chelsea fan, have patience, tone down, and have support the team, no matter what it is. The only thing you can do as a supporter and as a fan is to support the team so the team can win. If you don't support them, it's gonna go bad and it's still gonna hurt your feelings because you love that team. You have to know one thing. I'll tell you. Todd Bowley, clearly, Piedad Bali, whatever. The Blue Coat team, they're not going anywhere. They're there for 10 years. So if you don't want to support them, you're going to go through this PTSD for the whole entire 10 years. So either you join the bus or you don't. Join the bus, support them. That's what a fan has to do. As a football fan, you have to support nothing else that you got to do. You just have to support the team. The Phantom of Minute topic, as usual, thank you very much. He said that Neto has talent and smart, but he is easy injured like Rich James and N'Golo Kante. I'm supporting Fulham until the January window, coming from a Phantom of Minute topic. Let me get some few words from Stephen Ryan, and then we'll call it a day.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to add, yeah. And Nkunku won the ball back in their area, yeah? First half. Their players leaning back, and Nkunku gets the ball, goes round him, Anthony Taylor calls for a free kick to City, yeah? So that's a City free kick. But in the second half, their player physically picks Enzo up off his feet and throws him to the ground. He says to Enzo, you leant back and stand up. Like, you leant back, get up.
Ryan, that's the same thing we did talk about when we were watching the game together.
I swear, this bald referee needs a slap on his head, fam.
Yeah, it was on Doku. It was on Doku, and he said that's a foul.
Doku kept going down, very slight contact. He kept giving free kicks.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
there's
they
no
do
consistency.
identical stuff, yeah? They get the decision. How? How do you physically pick someone up, throw them to the ground, and that player gets told to be stronger, don't lean back, and stand up? Really?
Is he psychologically that a penalty? I mean, and would I say a foul of that magnitude in the 18 will result into a goal? That is why they don't highly keep that as a foul. But if it happens in the middle of the pitch, then that's okay. It's foul. But if it happens in the 18, that will result into a free penalty. It's not a foul. Why is the law?
Chelsea won it in the Man City penalty area, and he gave City a free kick. They physically lifted Enzo Fernandez off his feet at about the halfway line, and we didn't get a free kick.
it's going to be difficult if you're trying to attach human nature into officiating because something doesn't
No,
make
but my
sense.
thing is, yeah, all we hear is, oh, there's a higher level this year. I'm sorry. If a player's leaning back, yeah, onto me, onto my chest, and like they're trying to protect the ball, yeah. If I win the ball, I'm going around you. You're gonna fall. That's on you. You've got to be stronger. Yeah? How many times did we hear it last season? The defender's got to be stronger. If you're backing into okay, in that case, technically he's a defender, technically he's not. But he's backing into the Chelsea player inside his own penalty area. Chelsea player, in this case Nkunku, wins ball. Their player drops to the ground when Nkunku goes around him because he's won the ball and play it off so we can have a shot on goal. And okay, it's a foul to Man City. Well done, Anthony Taylor. Congratulations. Once again, you made it about yourself. You prick.
Thank you very much. You prick, Steven.
Excuse language, but he just does my head in so much.
Let's take some few words from Mr. Ryan and we'll call it a day. Guys, I will be streaming. The numbers have dropped heavily. So I think that is about time we call it a day. Phantom Abandoned Topic said I only came abroad with Christian Pulisic. Not all that much invested. Anthony Taylor told Aspie, is it Aspie? Aspie something when Maguire dropped
at Old Trafford a few years ago. Aspie tried to jump for a header, but Maguire jumped on top of Aspie whilst having Aspie in essentially a chokehold, a rear naked choke, so to speak, yeah? And we didn't get a penalty. I think it was also Anthony Taylor. Correct me if I'm wrong, if either of you to remember. Not last season, the season before, back end of the season. Chelsea versus Liverpool, 15 seconds in. Sadio Mane running because Liverpool had kickoff. They've punted it. The ball's not even halfway to him. He jumps, elbows Azpilicueta in the face, and it's not even a yellow card. It should be a red card for violent conduct. Then people start saying, oh, but it's 15 seconds in. Brother, if I run up to someone, the ball's not near me, I smack them in the face with an elbow or a fist, that is violent conduct. That's a red card. Yeah? I said to someone when I was having that argument at the time, I went, cool. So if I was a player and I stood, like, sometimes players line up player for player on the halfway line for kickoff. Yeah, I said, cool, if I stand square on, I punch someone in the face, I shouldn't get sent off because it's the first 15 seconds. Nice logic. It's fair game then, right?
Stephen G, thank you very much. Mr. Ryan, you have a few words to say before we call it today.
Yeah, I've seen a meme that's circulating on the internet. I think it might have been before the game. I'm sure Stephen's seen it as well. You might have seen it.
Probably not.
The team with 115 charges facing the team with 115 players.
I haven't seen it.
Somebody wrote it outside a pub on like a chalkboard and took a photo of it, and it's trending on Twitter. I 100% agree with Stephen on Raheem Sterling. I think that's a disgrace from him, from his team to, make that tantrum. And then, he broadcast his exclusion from the squad before the game even kicked off. So he should be punished for doing that by the club.
It says we remain committed. Well, you're obviously not, are you?
No. And, he needs to take a hint and then move on. Chelsea haven't done anything unethical or unlawful. He just wasn't picked for tactical reasons. So put up, shut up, either work harder in training or find another club. Simple as that. In terms of Chelsea, give them time, give the manager time. I think they will improve. You saw today, I've said it several times already on the stream, there are players cramping up after like 60, 70 minutes. There's still a hangover from pre-season here. The players are not 100% fit and sharp in terms of their energy levels and everything. So Chelsea have got like 4 or 5 games in the next couple of weeks, haven't they? So there should be good opportunity to rotate and all the players can get minutes under their belt. The City are the champions 4 in a row. today was never going to be easy, but I think there were glimpses of good performances, individual performances, but as a team, they need to gel and cut out the errors at the back.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Mr. Ryan. Guys, I want to thank you all for being part of it. Steven, thank you very much. With all your journey to the stadium, Stamford Bridge, you were able to join us in the stream as soon as you got home. Appreciate it. We move on from here.
You know, whenever I can get on here, I'm always here, bro.
Definitely.
That's why I was like, if I get home and you're still live, because I know like recently you've been doing like 2-3 hour streams. I was like, oh, you'll probably be like still live when I get home. So I was like, if I get home and you're still live, then I'll hop on for a bit and I'll join you.
Okay.
Because I'd already left and I was in the car with my granddad and like he has a radio on and all he's doing is complaining. Oh, we're shite, we're this, we're that, we're this, we're that. So I just put my earphones in and pretended I was listening to something and couldn't hear him. I couldn't do it.
He's one of those
bro,
that whines a lot.
Oh, you defend these owners. Right, let me put it like this, yeah? I read stuff from people with sources that I know for a fact are reliable.
Okay.
Yeah? You know this. You know I only listen to the reliable people. I don't listen to people like The Sun and like all them donkeys, yeah?
To know.
So me know what is happening, at least for the most part.
See, most of the people that whines a lot.
Me know that certain players are untouchable, like Reece James, like Levi Colwell, I think is deemed untouchable as well, like Cole Palmer, yeah?
Yeah.
So when I know something factually, yeah, and he's trying to argue with me, I lose my head. I'm like, I can't do it. I just put my earphones in, pretend I'm listening to something. Don't listen.
I think because of the situation of the football club, the status of it, people that are using this opportunity to just go so negative, because we know how negative news can sell. Everyone's going negative, but these owners don't know, have no clue on how to run this football club. And those that are whining and other players that are crying, other Chelsea fans that are crying, are the ones that listen to Fit Party, not first or second party. Feed party content creators that don't get the
I get it, yeah.
News from,
like he watched us back in the day when we were terrible and all this. I always get these stories like, oh, watch us when we're terrible. They're gonna take us back there, bro. We were walking to the stadium from the car. Do you know what he said to me? He goes, "Right, if we get relegated, I'd be happy we can get rid of these guys." I went, "You don't understand. They're literally locked in on a contract that Roman had done." That they're here for 10 years from the day they signed it and officially became our owners. If we were to get relegated, which we won't, let's be honest, we're not getting relegated.
No.
Yeah. Then they would still be here. So that does not solve the issue that you have with owners and the fact that they're American.
That's right. All right, Steven, enjoy the rest of the evening. Mr. Ryan, appreciate your time. I appreciate your time. Steven, I appreciate your time too.
No worries, man.
You guys enjoy. It was a nice watch along with me and Ryan. Ryan, get well soon, brother. Get well soon.
Thank you, brother.
I can't go in details. But
up to Chelsea.
Up to Chelsea. Phantom.
Yes, you got it from a Liverpool fan. Keep it
up. Phantom said it was another Anthony Taylor. My first loan was after Tuchel got fired. Ryan, no excuses in match day 2 against Wolverhampton Wanderers. These owners are not here to win, just to make money. I mean, to be honest with you, they're here to win and make money at the same time. Both are their priority, because the money they've taken, would I say hedge funds, people's money. Yeah, people's money they've invested into the football club. So they want to reap and they want to get the money back and return it to where they took the money from. Steven, not relegated. Just mid-table, according to Phantom. So, guys, I'll say
I'm just going loan to another club every year because I'm tired of it.
Adios, everyone that have liked the video. We got 11 likes. I was expecting 30, but we couldn't make it. But I'm not gonna be, selfish and ask for more. I'm not Oliver. My name is Nee. So I'll take 11 and I'll move on with it. Maybe some other time we'll get 40. So I'll say, guys, enjoy the rest of the evening. Leo Desperandos.
Hang on to hope.
Bye for now. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Blueclouds TV.